Hello friends, today I will conduct an experiment to see which ingredient is best for propagating lemon tree and gives the fastest results. In this video, step by step, I will guide you through the interesting process of propagating lemon tree by air, layering using effective ingredient, through which you can propagate lemon trees very easily. First, we will select a lemon tree that has about 3 branches. The branches must be healthy, straight, thick, and with a good leaf set. The selected branch must be actively growing to have the hormonal resources necessary to produce new roots. A suitable size ensures the resulting rooted layer will be a viable, strong young plant, not a weak twig. And it should be about 2-3 years old. Typically, 1-year-old lemon trees do not have suitable branches that are ideal for this technique. Using a sharp, clean knife, make 2 parallel cuts completely around the branch, about 1 inch apart. Carefully peel and scrape off the ring of bark between the 2 cuts, exposing the white woody tissue underneath. The optimal time to take propagating lemon tree is during late spring and throughout summer. The primary reason to propagate during late spring and summer is to take advantage of the plant's active growth period and the warm soil temperatures which are necessary for new root formation and healing. Propagation is generally discouraged during the winter because the tree is typically in a state of dormancy. During dormancy, growth hormones and carbohydrates are stored as starch, and growth activity is minimal, leading to poor rooting success. Now remove the inner cambium layer. Completely peel off the ring of bark between the 2 cuts, exposing the inner woody tissue. Scratch away any remaining cambium layer to ensure rooting can only occur from the top cut. You should remove the inner layer when air layering because it breaks the vascular connection between the upper part of the stem and the lower part. If you don't remove the inner layer, it will quickly produce new phloem and xylem, healing the wound. Healing the wound defeats the purpose, as the connection will be restored and no roots will form above the cut. The xylem transports water up to the leaves. Removing it ensures that the future plant's roots will be forced to form above the cut to search for water. The cut area stays dry enough to encourage root growth, but not so dry that the entire stem dies. Today, I will use potatoes, carrots, bananas as ingredients. First, we will cut the banana in half, place it on the branch, and secure it with zip tie. The banana is placed directly against the exposed cambium tissue. The banana material is highly moist and is encased along with the sphagnum moss in plastic. The fleshy fruit or peel contributes moisture and helps the surrounding rooting medium soil maintain a high, stable humidity around the wound. In air layering, preventing the exposed tissue from drying out is crucial, as is maintaining a moist environment for the emerging roots to grow into. Now take a carrot and cut it from both sides. Split it from the middle, take out internal part so that the carrot set easily on the branch. Place it on the branch and secure it with a toothpick. Carrots are a root and a storage organ, which makes them rich in compounds that can promote plant growth. Carrots are packed with concentrated sugars. When placed near a wound, these available carbohydrates can be absorbed or transported to the root formation zone. Root formation is an energy-intensive process. Providing a local source of readily available energy can supplement the sugars trapped by the girdling process, accelerating the development of new roots. Like many plant tissues, carrots contain natural auxins that are known to support root growth. Now take a potato, cut it from the middle, take out internal part. Place it on the branch and secure it with a toothpick. The primary role of the potato is similar to sphagnum moss. It serves as a moisture-retentive vessel. Potatoes are approximately 75–80% water. When a potato is cut and affixed to the girdled lemon branch, its high water content provides a continuous source of humidity to the wound site, which is essential for stimulating and maintaining the growth of new, delicate roots. It functions as a self-contained, high-moisture medium. Then take 250 ml plastic glass. Make a hole in the bottom of the plastic glass that is the size of the branch, and cut one side of the plastic glass, set it on the branch. The cups must be placed in the middle of the ingredients. Completely block the cut part of the cup with electrical tape. If you don't block the cups properly, your air layering may fail. Fill the glass completely with wet coco peat. Coco peat has a high water holding capacity. If you don't have coco peat, you can use garden soil. Coco peat is lightweight and easy to work with, making it convenient for wrapping around the branch. Coco peat contains essential nutrients that can support the growth and development of new roots. Overall, coco peat is an excellent substrate for air layering. Coco peat's spongy structure allows it to absorb and hold a massive amount of water, typically 8 to 10 times its own dry weight. Reduces the frequency of watering and ensures a consistent moisture supply for plant roots, especially in hot climates or containers. Excellent aeration. Despite its high water-holding capacity, its porous structure remains light and fluffy, creating sufficient air pockets. Prevents soil compaction and waterlogging, ensuring roots receive the oxygen necessary for respiration and healthy growth. Good drainage. Its fibrous particles allow excess water to drain freely, preventing the saturated conditions that lead to root rot. Creates a perfect balance of air and water in the root zone, which is vital for root development. The material has a high linen content, which makes it decompose very slowly. Maintains its structure and air-water balance in the container for a long period, allowing it to be reused multiple times. Then cover it completely with black polythene or aluminum foil paper. Black polythene can block light, which can be beneficial for root development. Roots typically grow in darkness. This will help maintain humidity and promote root formation. And tie it with zip tie. By air layering, the new lemon tree is a perfect genetic replica of the parent tree, inheriting all its desirable characteristics like fruit quality, flavor, and size. Growing lemon trees from seed is unreliable. Since most citrus are hybrids or produce genetically diverse seeds, a seed-grown lemon tree will often produce fruit of poor quality or different from the parent. Air layering bypasses sexual reproduction, guaranteeing the desired fruit characteristics. The air-layered branch is already a mature piece of wood. Once rooted and transplanted, it can start bearing fruit much sooner, often within 1-2 years. Trees grown from seed must go through a long juvenile phase, which can take 5-10 years or more before they are physiologically mature enough to flower and bear fruit. After 45 days, I will see how successful my experiment has been. Which ingredient gave the best results, potato, carrot, or banana? Wait until the roots are clearly visible through the plastic wrap and have a light tan or yellowish color, indicating they are mature. Perform the separation and potting in the early morning or on a cool, cloudy day to minimize stress from heat and sun. The new plant is essentially with a small root system and will need special care to harden off and adjust to its new life. When I open it, the results show that all 3 ingredients are positive and almost the same. Of the 3 ingredients, I find the carrot is the best for air-layering lemon tree. We must be careful when removing the plastic cup so that the roots do not break, because the new roots are very soft. The materials I used are still in place and are helping to keep the plant moist. Once the roots are well developed, carefully separate the branch from the mother plant. I have many more videos about fruit trees that you can watch from the channel playlist. After separating the air layering from the mother plant, you can plant them directly in the ground or in a pot. However, instead of planting directly in the ground, it is better to plant in a pot and transplant it into the ground once it is mature. Choose a pot and ensure it has excellent drainage holes. Use high-quality, well-draining water soil for the pot. For planting in the ground, select a location with full sun and well-draining soil. Amend garden soil with organic matter like compost for in-ground planting. Now I will plant this tree in a pot. Make sure the roots are completely covered with soil when planting. Keep the soil consistently moist, but never waterlogged. The newly formed roots are still delicate and susceptible to root rot if the soil stays too soggy. Then, water the new plant thoroughly. Place the potted plant in a bright location with indirect sunlight. Avoid direct sunlight, as it can stress the young plant. It may take several weeks or months for the new plant to establish itself.